Yeah, yeah, bury me alive, yeah. The only time I get to walk up on the clouds is when I'm high, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Show me what you got, can they get me high? Just because you live doesn't mean you are alive. Bury me alive, yeah, yeah. Bury me alive, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been on a little stunt, little thing don't get me buzzing. Beg you please don't tell my cousin, he gon' snitch on me for nothing. We just do it at these parties, mix it up and then go savage. Please don't take and pick my parents, they would think that I'm an addict. Made a finger to the cops and the landlord. Don't you shit right there and lie to all you should stand for. Pull up, try and wind me down. Gotta re-up, come and try me now. She gon' get the D up, I'ma slide it down right in that V. I mean it is another round. Man, I'm like a spark. 300 milligram, I'm marching. Whip it, flip it, better margin. Get you like a chef. Ooh, don't you make assumptions. Everything we make it worth just for consumption. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Déshabille-moi et baisse-moi.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Bury me alive, yeah. The only time I get to walk up on the clouds is when I'm high, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Show me what you got, can they get me high? Just because you live doesn't mean you are alive. Bury me alive, yeah, yeah. Bury me alive, yeah. Okay, now 3 doors you can go through. One of them full of sex and drugs, the other 2 I cannot talk about. 2 shakes enter and then 1 chick I said and walk right back out. In the kitchen, blowing smoke. See the guys them blowing smoke, and the clients of the hoes. Put your phone on flight mode. Better yet, go ahead and turn it off. Gotta accept the fact that you turn me on. Put your money where your mouth is. Leave the rest up on the couch. Be sure about it. I seen a couple things happening, I ain't sure about them. This type of great escape, my end and greater loss. Either with Charlie or bullet trains, which matter or cost. I seen husbands lose it all cause they fulfilling dreams. Hit Rothschilds, everything ain't what it seems. Yeah, yeah, bury me alive, yeah. The only time I get to walk up on the clouds is when I'm high, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Show me what you got, can they get me high? Just because you live doesn't mean you are alive. Bury me alive, yeah, yeah. Bury me alive, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bury me alive. The only time I get to walk up in the clouds is when I'm high. Oh, 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 oh.
Macarena. Hey, Freunde, herzlich willkommen zu diesem wunderbaren Livestream. Moin Leimer, moin Groot, moin Eli und moin Backfisch. Freunde, heute wird reacted, PogChamp. Heute kein Gameplay. Wie? Kein Gameplay? Ja, kein Gameplay heute. Heute nur React. Oh mein Gott. Junge, ne. Ja, auf jeden Fall, wenn man es nicht schon im Titel gelesen hat, dann weiß ich auch nicht. Auf jeden Fall gibt es heute Gamescom Opening Night Live. Das sind 2 Stunden, habe ich auf Twitter gelesen. Voll mit Ankündigungen und ganzen Shit und sowas. Mein Godlike. Unter anderem dabei Fall Guys Season 2. Und zum Beispiel, glaube ich, noch Call of Duty Omega LOL. Bin mal gespannt, was da noch alles kommt, beziehungsweise wie generell diese Show gemacht ist. Angesichts der Tatsache, dass es nur eine virtuelle Messe und Fortnite, vielleicht als Surprise, I don't know. Hoffen wir natürlich alle drauf. Vielleicht neuer Skin. Moin Race. Ja. Zunächst einmal können wir aber ein neues Video unseres Lieblings-YouTubers abchecken. Und zwar, Sascha Unsympathisch hat vor einer Stunde eBay Kleinanzeigen die mit einer Anzeige endeten LOL hochgeladen. Ja, das wird Content, ey, wirklich.
Heute ist wieder soweit. Heute hat mir Luca mal wieder eBay Kleinanzeigen-Chats zukommen lassen. Ja! Das heißt, auch heute trage ich mal wieder Chats vor als Person A. Und als Person B. Ich bekomme direkt wieder Gänsehaut, wenn ich an Person B denken muss. Ich bin gespannt, inwiefern Person B auch heute mal wieder reinscheißen wird. Und ich würde sagen, wir fangen direkt an mit dem ersten Chat. Let's go. Letzter Preis, 480 €. Haha, stimmt nicht. Guck, 470 € ist der letzte. Okay, 470 €. An der Stelle einen dicken Applaus für den neuen
Ja, was?
Bitte jetzt nicht mehr klatschen. In der Gesamtlaufbahn von eBay Kleinanzeigen auf meinem Kanal gab es so circa 2 bis 3 Verhandlungsgötter, die richtig gut verhandelt haben. Aber dieser Kollege haut Verhandeln nochmal auf ein ganz neues Level. Ich glaube, besser kann man nicht verhandeln. Ich möchte schöne Frau für... Beschreibung. Hi, ich bin 28 Jahre alt. Ich möchte eine schöne Frau. Das ist meine WhatsApp-Nummer. Ich warte auf dich. Und das passiert, wenn man Tinder, Elite-Partner, Parship, Love Scout 24. Was zur Hölle ist Love Scout 24? Durchgespielt hat.
Love Scout 24, wirklich.
Und obwohl es nicht so verzweifelt wirkt, bin ich mir sicher, dass dieser Typ extrem verzweifelt ist. Wer zur Hölle sucht einen Partner auf eBay Kleinanzeigen? Doch jetzt einmal. Zwergkaninchen, Kaninchen. Okay. Hallo, ich habe Interesse. Kann man diese Kaninchen auch mästen und schlachten zwecks späteren Verzehrs? MFG. Nein, schade, aber trotzdem danke, schönen Abend noch. Bitte, Ihnen auch noch einen schönen Abend.
What the fuck?
Jawohl, niedergestreckt, die Sau.
Und an der Stelle begrüße ich Sie recht herzlich
Moin, Nipak.
zum wohl besten eBay Kleinanzeigen-Chat. Huhu, beide für 50 € oder je Stuhl? Hi, beide für 50 €. Grüße gehen raus an
Was?
Person B. Weiter so. An alle, die jemanden in
Junge,
der Familie
WTF.
oder im Freundeskreis nicht leiden können, aufgepasst. Beschreibung. Hiermit gibt es einen gehäuteten Furby abzugeben. Wollten Sie schon immer Ihre Schwiegereltern auf spektakuläre Art und Weise loswerden? Ja. Ihre Kinder traumatisieren oder ihren ärgsten Feinden eine beängstigte Freude machen? Auch, ja. Jetzt nur mit dem gehäuteten Furby. Entstanden 2018-19 aus einer Suchtnacht ist dieser kleine Kamerad der perfekte Albtraum, um Sie oder Ihre Kinder nachts aus den dunkelsten Ecken zu beobachten. Die armen Kinder schon mal an der Stelle. Mit unheimlichen Geräuschen nach Mitternacht sowie ein Blick, der Ihre Seele auffrisst, sind Sie hier gut bedient, um unliebsame Mitbewohner loszuwerden. Batterie nicht enthalten. Bewegt sich manchmal. Konnte blinzeln. Ich habe schon vieles gesehen, was ziemlich scheiße aussieht.
Junge, what the fuck?
Aber dieser kleine
Moin,
Kollege killt nochmal alles.
So ein Feini, Digga.
Würde TV kaufen, wäre 80 € möglich? Wo ist es? Kann ich nachher vorbeikommen? 150 €. Mehr als 100 € geht leider nicht. Biet 75 € an. Wird ja immer weniger. Naja, Gerät wird auch immer älter. Und hier haben wir einen ganz, ganz seltenen Moment, wo man ehrlicherweise sagen muss, Person B hat einfach recht.
Ja.
An alle Katzenfans, aufgepasst. Katzenbaum, Beschreibung, kaum benutzt.
Ach so, genau.
Digga, das war's ja komplett. Ich kann euch gerade nicht sagen, was benutzter ist. Dieser Katzenbaum oder Lazzo seine Matratze.
Esstischstühle. Abend. Hatte Interesse und wollte fragen, was denn der letzte Preis wäre. MFG. Guten Abend. Das letzte, was ich machen kann, ist 90 € pro Stuhl. Also insgesamt 540 €. Mit freundlichen Grüßen. Ach so, pro Stuhl. Nein, danke. Ja, wir haben 230 € pro Stuhl gezahlt. Haben oder nicht haben. Für 90 würde ich alle abholen. Und an der Stelle bin ich schon wieder komplett raus. Marcel? Falls euch das Video gefallen hat, könnt ihr sehr gerne einen Daumen nach oben da lassen. Falls ihr meinen Kanal nicht abonniert habt, könnt ihr jetzt auf kostenfreier Ehrenbruderbasis ein Abonnement für mich da lassen. Ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns im nächsten Video wieder, wenn es wieder heißt
Pedro! 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 Pedro!
Okay. Alles klar. Gut. Moin, Anne. Gott, Alter, was war das denn jetzt gerade? Okay. Weil mir die Playlist in Montes Insta-Story empfohlen wurde, mache ich jetzt erstmal Get on My Classic Level an. Wollte ich mal reinhören. Mal gucken, was da drin ist. Direkt schon ein gutes Lied. Baba. Okay. Der Video hat schon angefangen. Erfolg. Das Ding hat einfach schon angefangen, Digga. Was? Was? Warte mal.
Hello and welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020 pre-show. I'm Kyle Boss.
Pre-Show,
and this
okay.
is Hot and Stinky.
Ja, Digga, Pre-Show,
I realize,
Trash. Pff. Lieber Musik hören. Wir alle zusammen bei der Gamescom, wie cool. Ja, Hypers. Oh. Bram. Dann will ich hören.
Probably would start to game.
I think I would.
Ach, Digga.
I would watch a lot more movies and read more books and get bored.
Welcome back to the Opening Night Live pre-show. This is only the second year.
Das einzige Mal, wo ich nicht allein auf einer Messe bin. Bro, das Ding ist ich wäre eigentlich schon voll oft gern mal auf die Gamescom eigentlich gegangen, ne? Aber es hat sich irgendwie nie wirklich ergeben. Auch halt zeitlich nicht und so. Das ist halt Trash. Weil es immer dann, also es ist ja im Prinzip in den Ferien, aber nach den Ferien in NRW gerichtet. Bro. Und wo dann die Gamescom war, hatten wir schon oft Schule. Ticker. Trash. Ich wohne in Köln, oh yo, okay. Ja gut, dann ist Premium. Dann ist absolut entspannt. Ja. I don't know. Irgendwann mal ein großes Community-Treffen. Kappa. Obwohl, lass lieber Community-Treffen auf den Videodays machen. Oh, wait. Junge, Videodays einfach auch größtes Meme eigentlich. Oh Mann. Bro. Ich weiß nicht, ich glaube, das war das Kuchen-TV-Video, was ich damals gesehen habe. Wie einfach die da einfach fucking durch die Security reingekommen sind in den VIP-Bereich, ne? WTF. Bro. Kannst du dir auch nicht ausdenken, so. So, Digga, was ist das denn für eine Kartoffel-Security da gewesen, scheinbar. Dass irgendwie jeder Billo, der dann vielleicht mal so kurz ein Handy aufmacht und sagt so, ja, hier, ich habe einen kranken YouTube-Kanal und zeigt dann irgendwie so kurz YouTube-Kanal, wo dann auch nicht irgendwie auf die Abo-Zahl geachtet wird einfach direkt gesagt so, ja, Digga, hier ist dein VIP-Pass, direkt, kannst reingehen. Digga. Dann kommst du auch rein. Ja, das Ding ist, wahrscheinlich wäre ich sogar reingekommen. Also könnte ich mir gut vorstellen, dass ich zu dem damaligen Zeitpunkt hatte ich, glaube ich, auf YouTube irgendwie so 150, 200 Abonnenten oder so. Damit wäre ich safe reingekommen. Ja, und jetzt mit Streamer und sowas probably auch, I guess. Und es ist eigentlich krank mittlerweile, wie gut eigentlich Streaming bei mir läuft. Actually. Ich meine, ich sitze hier kaum noch in einem Stream, wo ich einfach gegen eine Wand laber. Das ist eigentlich halt echt krank. So, ich meine, im irgendwie Februar, März hätte ich mir das halt nicht denken können, so. Da hatte ich halt irgendwie meine 1, 2 Zuschauer, die dann vielleicht mal für einen Teil des Streams reingekommen sind. Und ja, dann halt kam, sag ich mal, der Push durch die Domos auch. Und ja, das hat mir dann erst Affiliate gebracht. Und dann jetzt auch so einen echt akzeptablen, gern auch mal zweistelligen Zuschauerdurchschnitt. Das ist halt krank. Deswegen auch Kuss an alle, die aktuell da sind. Die in letzter Zeit zugeschaut haben, reingefolgt haben. Auch rein gesubbt haben. Bro, es wäre mir wahrscheinlich nie irgendwie in den Sinn gekommen, Anfang des Jahres, dass ich am Ende des Jahres sagen könnte, yo, dieses Jahr habe ich Affiliate erreicht und werde wahrscheinlich sogar schon meine erste Auszahlung bekommen. Digga. WTF. Hast du nicht immer zweistellige Viewer-Average? Mittlerweile, ja. Seit dem Raid von Aslak tatsächlich. Ist es, glaube ich, immer so gewesen. Davor war es ja immer dann so, weiß ich nicht, 7, 8 oder so. oder 6 oder halt ein bisschen weniger, irgendwie so. Also, sag ich mal, im Bereich von 5 bis 8. Und seit dem Aslak Raid, der ja einen Zuschauerdurchschnitt für den Stream von 44 gebracht hat, was halt absolut mindblown ist. Danach die ganzen Streams, gut, wurde ich noch einmal von Kian geradet, da hatte ich, glaube ich, einen 21er Durchschnitt oder so. Aber an sich, seitdem die letzten Streams, sind alle so 12, 13, 14 Durchschnitt. Muss aber sagen, es ist echt chillig hier, deine Stimme ist angenehm und außer Kevin und Kevin 2 schaue ich eh nichts aktiv auf Twitch. Ja. Danke für die netten Worte. Und moin Markus. Irgendwann hast du über 10k und wir waren von Anfang an dabei. Ja, aber ja, wahrscheinlich habe ich irgendwann über 10k. Clip it for later. Wahrscheinlich Stand jetzt, 27.08.2020, kann ich mir nicht vorstellen, dass ich irgendwann 10.000 Zuschauer erreichen werde. Ich grüße an der Stelle jetzt schon mal mein zukünftiges Ich. Der sich den Clip vielleicht in, I don't know, 5 Jahren anschaut. Wenn ich da noch streamen sollte. Dafür ein kräftiges Pock erstmal in Chat. Weil die Leute kannten mich schon jetzt. Gott, ey. Junge, ne. Ein kräftiges Pock. Ja. Kein dickes Papa L, sondern ein kräftiges Pock. So ein Ding. Oh, Mann. Ne, ist aber echt krass. Holy shit. Ey, imagine, wir könnten, sag ich mal, diesen zweistelligen Zuschauerdurchschnitt jetzt auch erstmal noch für eine Weile halten. Und ich kann irgendwann so, fucking, wenn ich dann, wait, warte, Switch-Premiere?
Things are gonna turn out differently, huh?
Mal ganz kurz gucken, morgen.
Well, the ones before you did too. Because they believed that they
Digga, Jurassic Park oder was?
and control.
Okay, Jurassic Park ist Trash. Was ich meinte, wenn wir, weiß ich nicht, in einem Monat oder sowas, Dann zurückblickend auf die letzten 2 Monate dann einen Zuschauer-Average von 15 oder so haben. Bro, dann könnte ich mir einfach fucking Premium Plus auf Gomme beantragen. Was jetzt vielleicht halt ein bisschen dumm und off-topic klingt so, aber halt irgendwie damals in der Minecraft-Zeit hat man halt irgendwie schon so, ich sag mal, ein Stück weit auch, wo man noch Minecraft-Videos und sowas gemacht hat, irgendwie, sage ich mal, immer so ein Stück weit das Ziel gehabt, so irgendwo dann mal einen YouTuber-Rang oder halt so ein League-Tool oder sowas mal zu haben. I don't know. Vielleicht ist es nur bei mir so gewesen. Ich meinte jetzt übrigens nicht damit, dass Jurassic Park Trash ist, sondern das ist jetzt gerade was mich jetzt gerade nicht interessiert hatte, weil ich das Game auch kenne und es ist einfach nur ein Port. Wo du das jetzt schon machen kannst. Ja, Digga, wirklich. Fucking Gomme, Alter. Okay.
Good show. I'm
Rein da.
personally excited about it. Me. I should thank you, actually, for putting up with my nonsense for the last 20 minutes. It is appreciated, but seriously, enjoy the show.
So what's the plan?
To take control of our
Digga, kann mal aufhören, das Sound zu legen?
when we feel out of place, disconnected, and divided.
There are always
Digga, mich lost.
Do we have what it takes?
Alright, I'm going in.
Valorant.
What we're doing here could change things forever.
Tonight, we bring the world together.
You're with us now.
We
Ich hoffe, das Sound ist so
celebrate who
okay.
we are
Vielleicht einmal ein Daumen hoch Emoji oder Daumen runter Emoji.
and what we are.
Oder ein Okay-Hand.
I'm with you every step of the way.
Beziehungsweise Okay-Hand nicht, sondern eher Daumen hoch oder Daumen
Welcome
runter.
to Gamescom, opening night live.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to Gamescom
Top.
Opening Night Live 2020. Now, this year, Gamescom is, of course, a little different than normal, and I hope all of you and your families are safe and healthy at home. In 2020, games have comforted and connected us more than ever. And with the launch of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X later this year, games are only going to get better. Well, all summer, I was hopeful we could get to this very moment, a big live showcase filled with more than 35 games to kick off Gamescom 2020. Tonight, you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2 and an extended gameplay demo of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. Plus, we might have a couple surprises along the way, too. But before we start, I want to acknowledge and thank all the game developers, marketers, and publishers who have worked under challenging circumstances to keep us entertained. This show is nothing without them or my production team, and doing a show at this scale safely is not easy, especially when all of you at home have some pretty insane expectations. I hope tonight reminds you why you love to play games. And with that, we're going to move on to our first game. With
Call of
just
Duty,
announced
Digga.
yesterday. Call of Duty
Digga.
Black Ops Cold War. And joining me is Dan Vondrak from Raven to tell us about the game and give you an exclusive sneak peek. Dan, how you doing?
Heavy Wise schon draußen.
Good, Jeff. Thanks
War
for
das
having
nicht
me here. This
dieses,
has been a dream project for us to work on.
dieses Life is Strange-mäßige Story-Game? Ja, oder?
Black Ops Cold War
Bro,
was gonna
das
be a
müssen wir
direct
auch
sequel to
spielen
Black
noch.
Ops
Fuck,
1.
true.
And we loved the idea of returning to the pillars built the Black Ops franchise: deniable operations, conspiracy grounded in history, and that shadowy world of paranoia. And we get to mix all those together, drop the player into the 1980s at the height of the Cold War, and it's really something that we know would feel relevant to today and also uniquely Black Ops.
Well, you start playing with Black Ops, everyone wants to know characters. We saw yesterday in the reveal trailers, some familiar faces. So, Woods, Mason, break it down. How does this fit into the Black Ops canon? You said it's a direct sequel, so are we going to see a lot of familiar faces?
Black Ops. Moin, Sox.
Yeah, part of the fun in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason and seeing how all those personalities mix with some of the new characters. So the campaign takes place in 1981 and we love that we've been able to have so many connections to the
das
original
Ding
Black
ist,
Ops
ich
and
hab's
really
halt
be
selber
that
noch nicht
direct sequel to the game.
gespielt.
Now,
Also selbst noch keine von der gesamten Serie gespielt. Aber ich könnte mir vorstellen, dass die Kampagnen in COD echt schon gut sind.
Can you maybe walk us through your thinking there?
Also Online-Multiplayer so eher so, ja, ist halt immer das gleiche gefühlt. Aber die Kampagnen könnte ich mir schon nice vorstellen eigentlich.
Infuse it with some player choice and some player freedom. Anything we can do to give the player a little more ownership over their experience. So that starts with allowing the player to create their own character for the Cold War campaign. They can name them and pick a military background and really pretend they are that Black Ops soldier that they want to be. From there, we wanted to take some of our missions and infuse optional objectives, multiple paths, and some player choice moments inside some of those missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the hard driving Call of Duty action and these more non-linear experiences inside some of the missions. So with choice comes the player wanting to feel that impact. So some of those choices earlier in the game and some towards the end will actually shape the ending of the narrative of the campaign.
All right, so multiple endings to this game.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That was one of the big things for us. It's like we love that Black Ops has always been willing to take risks, and we all know they did some of this in Black Ops 2. And with our story and with these features, we loved playing homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh yeah, I remember the numbers. All right.
Dann die haben das vorgestellt.
We are excited to see more, but I know multiplayer
einiges.
reveal is
Ich weiß
coming in
gerade nicht
September,
alles,
but,
aber auf jeden
since you got
Fall
a Switch there,
COD,
maybe you could flip the
Fall
Switch on
Guys.
something exclusive for us. What are you going to show us?
Ja.
Yeah, absolutely. This is really exciting because this will be the first
Junge,
time
deutsches Internet gerade mal wieder.
outside the walls of the development studio. This is a scene from earlier in the game, and it's a critical point that really shows
Digga,
the
WTF,
narrative
was
of the
ist
world,
das?
shows this threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
(1943). Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus.
Digga, der Effekt.
1968, Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers orchestrated by Perseus attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West.
Hoffentlich der Release-Tag vom Flight Simulator für
CIA's
Xbox.
analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than fact. I mean, personally, I think he's nothing more than the Russian boogeyman.
General Haig, allow me to introduce the man best suited to respond to that. CIA clandestine special officer Russell Adler. He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing
Oh, Junge, wer ist er?
Mr.
Oha.
Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Am Ende ist eh nur der Trailer gut.
Then a lot of innocent people are gonna die. Why do you say that?
Sir.
Every time Perseus has come into play, it's shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the free world. Mr. President.
Sir.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names. Who do you think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular. Most likely illegal if the press gets a hold.
What the hell are you talking about? Do you know who we are?
Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
Al, we're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil. There is no higher duty. There is no higher honor. And while few people will know of your struggles, rest assured, the entire free world will benefit. I know you won't fail us.
Einfach John Travolta gewesen. Digga.
Tonight, we have some new game announcements for you guys as well, including this one, a new next-gen narrative action-adventure game from Reflector Entertainment in Montreal. It's called Unknown 9. The game tells the story of Haruna, a woman raised on the streets of India and haunted by visions of her own death. Haruna struggles to understand her mysterious innate abilities to manipulate the unseen. Check out this first look.
Okay. Ich frage auch ungern Trailer mich. Ja, true. Yo. Das sieht sehr wild aus. Sieht das Kind so aus, als wäre sie 7 und 35 gleichzeitig. Ey, ja.
All right, let's get to the gameplay. One of this year's biggest games has been Doom Eternal. Tonight, we've got an exclusive first look at the campaign expansion called The Ancient Gods Part 1. Check this out.
Na dann. Wer spielt das? True, gute Frage. Ich nicht. Ha. Das Ding ist, wie muss ich mir Doom eigentlich vorstellen? Ist das, also weil ich es halt selbst noch nie wirklich gespielt habe, ist es mehr so Richtung Story? Also du hast eine Story, die du durchspielst? Oder ist es so, sag ich mal, wie Destiny, sag ich mal, so ein Farming-Game, Loot-Game und dann halt einfach nur Monster killen und leveln und sowas? Körperzerreißer, achso.
"2020 marks the 25th anniversary of a legendary game studio, BioWare. Tonight, Casey Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world a little taste of what's next. Casey, over to you."
Hey Jeff, it's great to see you again. You know, 6 years ago, we were on the stage with you at the 2014 Game Awards, accepting the Game of the Year for Dragon Age Inquisition. And since then, we've been imagining new ways to use next-generation technology to bring the world and characters of Dragon Age to life. We're still in early production, but we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of developers are crafting this very special game.
Ich dachte gerade, das wäre Ingame-Grafik. Schade.
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people.
I love that character so much.
We're very experimental here at BioWare. So we're always coming up with new stuff.
Ja, irgendwie sagt ein BioWare halt was. Aber ich weiß nicht welches Game. Irgendein richtig bekanntes Game.
Frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got hard-boiled detective stories. And of course, it's all wrapped up in kind of a fantasy
Boah, aber die
setting.
Concept Art sehen wild aus.
Really feel like you're the hero in the Dragon
Creator
Age
von
world
Anthem.
and you're saving people.
Könnte sogar vielleicht sein.
A wonderful world to play in.
Also irgendwie so aus der Richtung EA kommt das, glaube ich.
About the future of Dragon Age.
Mass Effect. Oh.
This is an original world, original flora, original wildlife, original architecture.
True, das kann sein.
That makes it fun to explore and discover.
In the next Dragon Age, we get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in these spaces as well.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story. What happens when you don't have power? What happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues?
The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
Something that we'll be able to look forward to in Dragon Age
Doggo.
is a really close relationship with game characters who really become real for you.
We want characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him, then another part wants to do both.
They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
BioWare and EA has been one of the forerunners in using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Players want that suspension of disbelief that this wonderful collection of digital pixels is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well. So I do all of the big threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens!
Choice is a big part of what Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you make can affect change in the world.
Decision making can mean that a party member lives or a party member dies. And it means
Die Bewegung sollte über FIFA mal machen. Machen die doch, glaube ich, bei FIFA auch so, oder nicht? Mit solchen Anzügen und Motion Tracking und so. Ja, meine ich doch auch. Dass das bei FIFA schon lange gibt.
Next up, it's time for something special.
Sieht man aber nicht. Oh Gott, was kommt jetzt?
Great Scott! I think there's been a serious miscalculation.
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future?
I'm Emmett Brown, doctor of physics, not of medicine, and certainly not that quack from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, we know who you are, but what are you doing here?
I did come back from the future to this precise moment on August 27th, 2020, because it's imperative we launch Surgeon Simulator 2 right now.
And what exactly do you have to do with Surgeon Simulator?
During the mid-20th century, some friends of mine from Shire University invented a state-of-the-art medical training facility, otherwise known as the Surgeon Simulator Training Program. Now, 70 years later, we've digitized the experience. It's unbelievable. You can access the program through your computer and then be medically trained from the comfort of your keyboard. And it's available as of, great Scott, this very moment. Tonight, I want to world premiere a few examples of some of the incredibly successful test subjects who have already completed the course.
So you're saying a world premiere will save our future?
Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I'm off to another world premiere, Avengers 26, The Return of the Son of Thanos, opening 2077. And with that, I leave the fate of the human race in your hands. Just make sure you play Surgeon Simulator 2.
Ach Digga, und dann wollen wir jetzt schon wieder Auto-Lags, WTF. Ja, Gamescom bekommt es doch einmal geschissen, WTF. Und Tammy White spielt schon nebenbei weiter. Alles klar.
Where does this part go? Wait, there, we got it. He looks good as new. Now grab the good arm.
By the way, moin an 5 Chrom.
Jesus Christ! What
So nennt Knossi dich doch, oder nicht? Oder waren wir da irgendwas Falsches
Doc
untergekommen?
Brown introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator, only on opening night live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy,
Actually,
wait until you get a load of this
wow.
next game announcement that I don't think anyone probably saw coming.
Steigerung. Ah ja, ist 50-50, ja. Englischkurs gemacht. Junge, wie heißt er nochmal? Ihn kenne ich.
Frag nicht was für Saft, einfach Orangensaft. Turn up, einfach Orangensaft.
Oh, ich weiß, ich komme gerade nicht auf den Namen. Ja. Auf jeden Fall, bevor ich jetzt einen Fehler mache, ich glaube es, wenn ich es richtig verstanden habe oder gehört habe, heißt du doch Scrom, also die 5 sollen S sein, ne? Wenn ja, Scrom, danke dir für ein Follow. Ja, okay. Hä? Bridge Constructor The Walking Dead. Was? Digga.
Tonight is just the start of gamescom.
Einfach der Punkt, wo du nicht weißt, was du machen musst und du denkst dir so, Bro, ich brauche eine neue Idee. Ja, Digga, hier, Polybridge ist doch ganz erfolgreich. Walking Dead ist auch eine erfolgreiche Serie bisher gewesen. Lass uns einfach beides zusammenpacken. Hier haben Bridge Constructor Game of Thrones.
Is this one a return of 2 classic characters that I love? Check this out.
Check this out.
In a world gone strange, one elite force stands against the darkness. But even they could use some help.
Here, slip on this little beauty for effect.
Sam, I'm blind! Oh, hello, miss.
What the fuck?
The return of Sam and Max. Yes. All right. And now it's time to say hello to my wonderful co-host for ONL from IGN. Please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Jeff. What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here. Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be telling you about all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of Best Nintendo Switch Game is Little Nightmares 2. Huge congratulations. Like I said, IGN is going to be here for all of Gamescom with great shows such as the Gamescom Studio, where you can find me and my co-hosts for all day long games content, interviews, dev talks, and more. Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show with and for indie developers. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now, let's go back to Jeff for our next big world premiere.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sid. We are so excited to see what's in the Gamescom studio and also Awesome Indies, and I'm going to be on the Daily Show tomorrow, so looking forward to that. All right, well, on to our next game. In the next World of Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place
World
where no
of
living
Warcraft,
soul has
Alter.
set foot before.
Da bin ich ja absolut
Shadowlands,
raus.
the afterlife of an entire Warcraft universe.
Ah.
The infinite realms of the Shadowlands are watched over by different factions known as
Na, das
covenants,
wäre ja jetzt
each
was
holding
für Kevin,
dominion over
Alter.
a different aspect of the afterlife. And depending on how someone lived their mortal life, they may end up as part of one of these covenants when they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give you a closer look at the noble and pure Kyrian Covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond. So sit back and get ready for the world premiere of Bastion, the first in Blizzard Entertainment's new 4-part series of animated shorts called Afterlives. Enjoy.
Light, save my soul.
Uther.
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the Maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen. I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Your soul is wounded? Who
did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me.
Das Ding ist... No front oder so. Aber ich kann damit gerade absolut nichts anfangen. Dafür musst du halt absolut, glaube ich, in dieser WoW-Welt drin sein. Ich habe gar keinen Plan, was gerade abgeht.
Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough! The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
As you command, my Archon.
What the fuck?
Uther, the time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see
Halbe Story schon im Trailer. Ja, true.
Then prepare yourself.
Wie lange geht das noch? Das wäre nur ein Trailer. Same.
We will claim him.
Geht einfach schon 6 Minuten.
I see. Only darkness.
Auf einmal ganzes Spiel.
For me.
Ist das nicht sogar bei WoW so, dass wenn die ein neues Add-on rausbringen, das im Prinzip nochmal ein komplett neues Spiel ist fast?
His eternal suffering awaits.
Ja. Meinte ich doch. Deswegen spielen dann ja auch irgendwie alle Leute, die WoW mal gespielt haben oder die into WoW sind, spielen dann auch, weiß ich nicht, für eine Woche straight durch einfach.
Not vengeance. Justice.
Und danach ist dann wieder uninteressant für ein halbes Jahr. Ich meine, das Ding ist, es ist halt safe geil, wenn du da auch drin steckst in dieser ganzen Welt so. Aber jetzt für mich als Aussteher war es halt so, ja okay, nimmt man jetzt mit.
And our friends at Blizzard want you to know the wait is almost over.
Oh, was kommt jetzt? Ne, es ist auch noch WoW oder was? Ja.
October 27th it is official, and we have so much more opening night live still to go for you. Ratchet & Clank, PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
Schon wieder Lex. Digga, wirklich, kriegt mal euren Shit gefixt.
They corrupted, divided, conquered, until finally.
Okay. Läuft gut.
The gates of Stone were thrown open, meaning eternal.
Okay, es ist also nicht nur bei mir der Lag. Gut zu wissen. Chat, einfach mehr Content gerade als das hier oben. Ah, guter Trailer, by the way. Das Spiel sah sehr interessant aus. Würde ich mir auf jeden Fall kaufen.
I had some masked fun with
Junge. Das ist einfach so, als wäre jetzt irgendwo Gewitter und würde einfach gerade das Signal stören.
He's where?
Das Ding ist, imagine, gleich kommt einfach er hier. Wir haben eine Störung, gleich geht's weiter. Creator zahlen mehrere 10.000, um das zu zeigen, und es laggt einfach dann. Digga.
Tell us more about what we just saw. I'm joined by Lou Studdert from Toys
I didn't saw anything. Ne, I didn't see anything. Das ist ja doppelte Vergangenheit sonst. I didn't see anything. Hello? Mr. Jeff Kinley? Your stream is lagging, mister.
Around Cologne, but what he was
play in Crash 4 narrative.
Yeah, so back in time to the 90s when Neo Cortex was actually testing on Crash and Coco before the events of Crash
Vodafone Connection
and they're kind of
confirmed.
these devious puzzle rooms that we've made, and they're really hard and they're really awesome and they're super. We can't wait to get people's hands on them.
Yeah, no, I got to play a demo of this a few weeks ago, and that was a challenge, so I can't imagine how nefarious these are. How are they going to be integrated into the game? Are they optional, like offshoot stuff, or how do you
Es sah einfach gerade so wie ein Cut aus einer YouTube-Kacke aus.
So players actually have to collect the flashback tapes in the levels themselves. They're an object to pick up, and to actually pick them up, they have to reach them in the level without dying. It's kind of our homage to the death routes from the original trilogy. So players have to reach these objects in the level, pick them up, and then once they get them, they'll get access to these unique levels.
So beyond the pure challenge, what other fun? How are these fun for players to kind of experience, and what do they get to do in them?
Sure. So one of the things that we did was we actually used these as, like I said, puzzle rooms, really kind of fun, nefarious, devious ways for Crash to really express that pure platforming kind of aspect of gameplay that we know and love about the franchise. Narratively for us, it was really cool to layer in kind of a unique perspective to the franchise. This is the moment when Cortex is really excited about the prospect of Crash being on his team, because Crash was originally created by Cortex, and so this is a weird point in time that's never really been explored in things before.
Awesome. All right. Well, Crash 4, it's about time. Looks phenomenal, Lou. We
gerade mal nachgeschaut.
In October.
Der Twitch-Stream ist einfach
thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will be right back after this for more Gamescom opening night live.
Ist einfach viel weiter vorne.
I have become terror. The unseen predator.
Guck jetzt einfach deinen Twitch-Stream.
We will find the source. Whatever it holds. Whatever it takes.
Red Bull Werbung. Digga.
Welcome to the Hyperscape.
Oh, Hyperscape, Alter.
Leave as a champion.
This is it. Time to party.
Kommen auch mal gute Spiele. Nee. Jetzt kommt noch ein Ayaya-Fußballspiel, oder was?
Welcome to Necromunda. I can see you're new here. Let me get you up to speed. The Underhive's named well. A sprawl of humanity suffering away like ants. Deep underground where we ain't causing trouble but are rich boys and
Wer
girls.
kauft das
No matter
Außertraum?
how loud we are. And do we ever make some noise? Every Orlog says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor, blood, skin and will are of iron, it's a potent combo. Why would someone like you want to know about an all-female gang of psychopaths, drug dealers, killers, cloners and... Oh, makes sense. And Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it. Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything smaller than them doesn't deserve to live. And they're just as happy filling you with lead as they are smashing you to pieces with a power maul. Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like this, you can imagine what happens. Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power, hell, sometimes just for fun. So, think you're ready? Necromunda Underhive Wars comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on September 8th.
Okay.
O futuro dos jogos, além de realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas e absurdas, quebrando cada vez mais esses paradigmas de formato de videogame que a gente tem e sendo usado mais do que nunca como uma ferramenta de expressão artística.
I envision the future gaming to be quite bright and quite online.
The next generation of console will clearly allow AAA and indie developers to build more creative-driven games that I hope will cover more diverse subjects.
I want to play all kinds of stories about people and places, both
Keys
real and
McDonald.
imagined. I want comedy games, I want autobiographical games. I really want to see what people can do with the medium.
Pro futuro dos games, eu vejo uma evolução, obviamente, gráfica, mas eu vejo ainda mais evolução na inteligência artificial e na maneira com a qual a gente
Dax wird es wahrscheinlich komplett
com os
flawless
games, tudo em
verstehen.
busca de experiências mais imersivas.
You know, one of the things I love about opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the industry and also smaller titles that should be on your radar. So pay attention to this next game. It comes from a team of 2 in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully destructible game world. What he's building has absolutely blown me away, so I asked Dennis to prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're equally inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch. Teardown.
Wait, das kommt irgendwie vor, als hätten wir es schon gesehen. Also irgendwie schon in einem Trailer, oder hä? Okay. What the fuck? Wann kommt die Moderatorin wieder? Oh, Minecraft. Nur in viel mehr Blöcken. Und viel mehr Physik. Yo. Oh fuck. Häuser kaputt und Hypers.
Last year at Opening Night Live, we announced Little Nightmares 2 to the world. Well, the team at Tarsier Studios hasn't shown anything since, but that changed right now. Here is a first look at the gameplay of Little Nightmares 2, which is coming next February, with more to come throughout the week at Gamescom, including a live demo on Gamescom Studio tomorrow. Nice. All right, thank you.
Okay, das Game war mega nice. Ich wollte es eigentlich schon mal spielen, aber bin nie dazu gekommen irgendwie. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich es durch irgendeinen Pass jetzt gerade sogar habe oder spielen könnte. Boah. Gerade entspannte Essenslieferung hier bekommen, Alter. Geil.
I'm WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm reuniting with my old buddy Mauro Ranallo to bring you all the over-the-top action in WWE 2K Battleground.
Einfach amerikanische Prinz Markus. What the fuck?
This is great. This arcade-style video game is over-the-top outrageous, with over 70 WWE superstars and legends brawling it out like never before. Oh no! Hold on to your toupee, Morrow! Look out below!
WWE is LIT!
You know, I'm a little more old school than Morrow, so I can't wait to see these WWE legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what? Here's a closer look at the insane action.
It's a great evening for WWE action.
Oh, wow! Take that, Morrow! Man, it's so good to see the Bella Twins at their best. And now, let's keep this party rolling with another matchup. Oh, look out, Morrow! The Undertaker has risen, and Finn Balor is about to be taken for his last ride.
Das ist ein Mobile Game. Ich glaub nicht.
Oh no! He just hit the snooze button. How do you lose like that? What's the matter with you legends? This is just an example of the pandemonium that you're gonna experience when you head to the battlegrounds.
Whew, that's a big toy hammer.
Oh, I can't believe my eyes.
Seth Rollins delivers the stomp. What a night. What a night.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Pre-order WWE 2K Battlegrounds today and brawl without limits. Mamma mia! Oh, sorry, Morrow. I know that's your line.
Digga.
Hello again. I have even more awards to announce, so let's get right down to it. The winner of Best Action Adventure Game is Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts
Moin
with
raus.
What do you say?
Bisher nichts krasses. Außer, was ich halt geil fand, Unknown 9 Awakening. So ein storymäßiges Game. Aber Fall Guys oder so kam noch nicht.
Best Action Game is Star Wars Squadrons.
Star Wars, Digga.
Think you can escape? This is gonna be close. The winner of Best Multiplayer Game is Operation Tango.
Operation Tango. It takes two to save the world.
I used to be an explorer.
The winner of Best Indie Game is Curious Expedition 2.
Did not believe what I had witnessed. It was time for the world to learn my name.
Congratulations to all the winners. As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming news.
Tell me more about the game.
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN. We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into 5. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up-to-the-second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late-night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indie Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom Best of Show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN and wherever you stream Gamescom Now.
And now it is time to talk about that Best Action Game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game from Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star Wars pilot fantasy. We've missed those. In Squadrons, you'll suit up and fly for both the New Republic and the Galactic Empire across intense 5v5 multiplayer battles, as well as an all-new, authentic single-player story set after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Auch mit dem
Today, we'll get a
VR-Ding, ne?
glimpse at what Squadron's story has to offer by taking a brief look at one of the single-player missions featuring some light narration by the Motive team. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
We all choose our path, light or dark, freedom or destruction. The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to
Skip
spread
das.
fear
Also,
and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance
einfach
have
Vote
chosen to
Skip
keep
bei denen im
fighting
Stream-Chat
to
starten.
show the Empire that we are not afraid. It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new republic. However, the Empire lives on, shattered though it may be. As I speak, Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormia sector, hoping to end our new republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the New Republic. Change our galaxy for the better.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars Squadrons. Our single-player story is one of daring pilots and deep-seated rivalries.
Take Titan Squadron.
Ich meine, es sieht halt schon krass aus.
Gladly, Admiral Slane.
Auf jeden Fall.
Over the course of the story, you'll fly as two pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all modes in Star Wars Squadrons, you'll have the option to experience every mission fully immersed in VR.
Wedge Antilles, Rogue Squadron. I hear you're the reason I was able to finally get a comm through.
Boah.
Today, we're giving you a glimpse of an early Imperial mission behind enemy lines.
One of our spies,
Serrano-Schinken ist wirklich so
vital
insane gut.
intelligence on Project Starhawk.
Ist krank.
Your mission is to extract her from an orbital outpost above Hosnian Prime. Behind enemy lines, you'll have to eliminate perimeter defenses. The outpost is defenseless. When you've secured the area, you will escort the Gladius to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire Agent Thorn. Once Thorn is secure, reach your Gozanti cruisers and return to the Overseer.
Cover our escape and escort us to the jump point. We have Republic corvettes inbound. Move, Titan.
Ladies, change course and keep Agent Thorn safe. Titan 3, take out those fighters.
Understood. I'll handle it.
You have my thanks, Titan Squadron.
No time to celebrate. Move on.
Go, go, go!
Each mission will immerse you into the escalating conflict between the New Republic and a shattered empire. Debrief with your squad mates between missions.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters and join the galaxy's finest.
I need you focused and ready to go.
From bombing runs at the Nadiri
wieder Sachen
dockyards
mit Laser abschießen.
to setting a trap in the Xavian Abyss. The story of these rival squadrons will push the war to the brink and define the galaxy for years to come. I look forward to seeing you in combat October 2nd.
That is not all EA has to share from a galaxy far, far away today. At Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you can enter the world of Batuu, where you can visit Oga's Cantina or jump into the Millennium Falcon on a run to Smuggler's Cove. It was this incredible adventure at Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort that inspired The Sims' latest game pack. Check this out.
Check this out. What the fuck? Oh Mann.
One genie. Shoe pasa
Welchen ist sowas von nicht cool? Perfekt für Anne. Ah ja. Sieht nicht so scheiße aus. Ja, true. I guess.
There is even more Star Wars to come later in the show. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga is up, and as we move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2 still to come, the reveal of that, which I can't wait for you guys to see.
Lauter,
And of course,
let's go.
A gameplay demo of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. But right now, you might remember this next game from Annapurna Interactive from last year's Microsoft
Wie jetzt doch kein
E3
Fall
event.
Guys.
And today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a
Digga.
man stuck in a time loop is one of this year's most intriguing indie titles, and now they've added an absolutely
Hab ich
all-star
WoW verpasst?
cast to the game.
Ja.
Here's a whole new look at 12 minutes.
Kam vor circa 30 Minuten. War ein 7-Minuten-Trailer.
All right, close your eyes. I want you to think of a flower. Look at its contours, its curves.
Oh mein Gott.
You to imagine it changing.
Das Game ist das. Oh,
Think
Digga.
backward, returning to its bud. Think of that bud, unopened. Look at it as a whole.
Das habe ich schon hier letztes Jahr bei der E3 gesehen. Bei bei Microsoft oder bei der Xbox Teams. Das sah eigentlich ziemlich pock aus. 12 Minutes, genau hieß es. Was für Coming Soon, Digga. Bereits letztes Jahr Coming Soon.
That's going to be a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show. Now, last year at the Game Awards, we announced Godfall, a new looter shooter coming to PlayStation 5 and PC from Counterplay. Tonight, we've got a quick sneak peek of one of the new Valor plates with more footage coming as part of Gamescom 2020. Check this out.
Check this out. Check das aus. Habe ich meiner Schwester gesagt, dass wir das neue Sims-Gameplay nicht holen.
We have much more O&L to come. Exclusive looks at Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys Season 2. Wait until you see what the Mediatonic guys are up to, and so much more. But first, I'm sure you saw that earlier this week, Heart of Deimos, Warframe's newest expansion, was released on PC, Xbox, and PS4. And today, it's also on Switch, all platforms. Here's a look at the Heart of Deimos.
Expand, explore, tear the veil asunder, subvert new territory to our sovereign will. But that was what it wanted too. It raged unchecked.
Kannst du vorher schon ein bisschen Vorgeist zeigen? Ja, warte, ich ruf da kurz. Ich kenne da einen, der gerade, glaube ich, in der Regie sitzt. Oder irgendwo im Production-Team. Mom. Ich muss noch ein bisschen nehmen. Mom.
What? Visitors? Now, the gateway is failing. The jaws close. The final heartbeat approaches.
Junge, nervt doch jetzt nicht mit Willkommen bei Blau, WTF. Digga. Los.
We shall scream. There is one who will hear the heart of Deimos.
So many people have been
Macht auch für ihn also zwei Call.
video games.
Wahrscheinlich, weil ich das auch so oft brauche, oder?
Older people or bored teenagers or middle-aged parents who suddenly find they have to do something together with their kids. And I think I've given out more advice about video games in 2020 than any other time ever. And as a result, it's more important than ever that we keep making different, interesting things for folks to play.
A pandemia pela qual a gente
Ja,
tá passando
kann man
tem
eigentlich
sido
machen.
período difícil
Ja, aber
pra
actually
todos. Então,
kein
nesse momento, eu
Emote-Slot
acho
gerade
que a
mehr
gente
frei.
precisa lembrar de mostrar mais empatia, demonstrar mais amor, mais carinho e saber que a gente vai sair dessa juntos. Vai ser difícil, mas isso tudo vai passar.
Ein neuer Emote. Ich muss erstmal nochmal vielleicht irgendwie mit Leo oder sowas drüber überreden, ob in der Theorie sie da vielleicht eine Idee hat oder was machen könnte.
Incrível de se expressar. Eles englobam tudo: música, arte, escrita, e você tem a chance de controlar e vivenciar essas experiências você mesmo. É mágico, é maravilhoso. Jogos são por amor.
Irgendwas mit begrüßen. Ja, irgendwie so in die Richtung. Ey, ey.
When I was a kid, my grandmama told me I can't go to heaven, so I stopped praying and asking for blessings and started preparing for my Armageddon. Got nothing to lose, I'm all in. Walking the edge, don't fall in. Enough of the lies, don't apologize. I don't understand, are you foreign? This is the place, this is the site. Grab all your people and log in. I'm waiting, don't care how long it's gonna take. Watching and waiting for that first mistake. Don't come up missing, just checking the list. I'm always aware of your current position.
Ey, ey, let's go. Ach nö. Oh Lord, Jets made another one. Endlich wieder Lags, ja, let's go. Aha. Sowas von lame aus.
All right, guys, we're back officially into hour 2. We've got an hour more of great stuff to show you. Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Stasis, you're going to see a brand new look at that.
True.
Fall
Destiny
Guys Season 2 and Ratchet and Clank
Destiny
for PlayStation
2
5,
kommt ja auch
and
noch.
so much more across the next hour. Opening Night Live continues, and it just is the start of Gamescom 2020. But right now, on September 25th, Mafia Definitive Edition launches, a comprehensive, built-from-the-ground-up remake of the original Mafia. Tonight, we've got the exclusive debut of the next trailer, called A Life of Reward Too Big to Ignore, which deals with Tommy's induction into the
Haben wir schon
Salieri
was zu
crime
Overwatch
family.
2?
Check this out.
Nee, actually nicht.
All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
That's right.
Boah, Mafia sieht eigentlich schon geil aus.
One day you're busting your back doing an honest day's work in a city that's been trying to scrape you off its heels since the day you stepped off the boat. And the next you're stuffing your pockets full of Salieri's dirty money.
Go get him, Tommy!
Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys?
Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them.
Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. You abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay then. Welcome to the family.
Sieht schon geil aus.
Next, we're going to introduce you to a turn-based multiplayer strategy FPS from a team in Montreal, Canada. Lemnis Gate is coming in early 2021 and has a unique mechanic built around a 25-second time loop. Check this out.
There you go. Imagine GTA 6 Trailer kommt. Ja, wahrscheinlich.
Next spring, get ready to experience memorable moments and non-stop action from all 9 Star Wars films in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The entire series has been reimagined with new fun-filled LEGO humor, and now we've got your first look at the gameplay trailer.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
That boy is our last hope.
No. There is another.
Yo, what the fuck?
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
Diesen Lego-Game-Humor ist wirklich absolut wild. So stumpf, aber auch trotzdem so gut.
The Force will be with you always.
Bum, 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 bum.
Punch it! Not him, the Falcon.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it, Jedi.
Huh?
There you go. Herrlich.
Man, LEGO Star Wars looks so fun.
Man.
Next gen as well. All right, we'll be right back with more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, and Destiny 2. But before that, here's a look at a game that is launching tonight on Nintendo Switch and Steam. It's called Struggling from Frontier, a fun physics-based platformer where up to 2 players control Troy, our fleshy hero. Check this out, and remember, you can play this tonight.
Check this out. Oh man. Oh. Ja, bei so einem Game frage ich mich dann manchmal, welche Zielgruppe wollen die damit ansprechen? Saarland-Simulator. Na, so ein Browser-Game oder was? Ihr könntet so Forge of Empires jetzt kostenlos spielen. Auf rtlspiele.de oder so. Junge. Oder nee, bei Forge of Empires war es ja immer foe.tv. Digga. Wirklich. Camilla gehört jetzt zum Game. Age of Empires. Jetzt kostenlos downloaden.
We're near Little Hope. Did you hear that?
What more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope?
Ich spiele momentan so, als muss man Länder erobern. Ist das Europa Universalis? Ist das nicht so irgendwie in so einem Game? Risiko. Gran Turismo. Ist es Gran Turismo? Wenn ja, what the fuck? Ah, Project Cars.
I gotta say, the game that I've given the most hours to, that I love going back to, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I have to say, since Origins came out, this new reboot of Assassin's Creed, so to speak, that was my first time getting into it. And I have put almost 400 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
At the moment, I enjoy to play Fall Guys with my friends. It's very funny, easy to learn, but hard to master.
I have a few games that I
Mann,
games that
Alter.
I return to every year. Halo, the entire Master Chief Collection, is really a big one for me where that's
Digga,
concerned.
fucking
But I
Sepp,
also still
Alter.
just casually binge Animal Crossing.
Mehr
I've been
als
doing
nur
that basically
spielen,
all
ja
year.
Mann.
I haven't put down Animal Crossing since I downloaded it. I
Moin,
find
Cassidy.
the daily repetitive rhythms so soothing and predictable. Although much like my house, my island is still a complete tip.
Up next, we have the award for Best Microsoft Xbox Game.
Sydney
And the winner
Goodman.
is Tell Me Why. Congratulations to Don't Nod Entertainment.
Tell me why,
After a
tell
big
me
day
why.
of Gamescom events
It's
and
so hard
announcements,
to
you'll be happy
say
to know
goodbye.
that IGN is going to help you digest all that info with Gamescom Daily Show, where you can get all the daily highlights and a late night show experience from gamers for gamers. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Sid. And by the way, congratulations to Don't Nod for Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play on Xbox and Game Pass. And as we know, there's a lot going on in the world, and that goes beyond the pandemic. Between social conflicts we're seeing in the news and acts of nature, we can see how vulnerable we as
Oh,
people
shit.
can sometimes be. And now I think it's as important time as ever to remember
Is
to
sie-
come together and support one another. We are a
Fucking
global gaming
Golfspieler
community.
oder
There
was?
are millions of people watching tonight, and I know we're all here because we love
What the
games
fuck?
and we know that games are good in the world and can bring us together. And I think we've all felt that in 2020. So I think that's really important to remember amongst all the games and trailers. All right, well, one way as a community we can come together to do some good is the Gamescom Forest. Gamescom has launched a reforestation project by planting a Gamescom forest together with the community.
One gay.
Gamers worldwide can go to gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees. So let's plant a forest together.
Ey,
All right,
bitte.
well, now we're going to move on to another game, and this one was announced
Das
back in
muss
May.
ich klippen
Chorus
kurz.
is a dark space combat shooter where players take control of Nara on a quest to destroy the dark cult that created her, featuring rich, ray-traced 4K 60 FPS environments on next-gen hardware. Here is the first look at gameplay from Chorus.
Junge, herrlich.
You have broken my heart.
Ei.
For your betrayal, you will be broken.
How many
Endlich.
crowns have you won? If one game has defined the summer of 2020, it absolutely is Fall Guys from Mediatonic in London and Devolver. This game
Null.
is setting records and putting a much-needed smile on everyone's face. Fall Guys, I think, represents our industry at its absolute best. Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new stuff coming, and tonight, Mediatonic is about to give you an exclusive sneak peek at what's next. Get ready. I think the internet is about to freak out. Here it is, Fall Guys Season 2.
Okay, ich mach mich ready. Ich mach mich ready.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just want to reach out and say thank you to everyone who's been playing and enjoying
Junge,
the game
einfach
so far.
Hyper-X-Headset,
As a team,
Junge,
we've been
King.
looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have been posting online, and the response to the game has really blown us away. Today, we just wanted to give everyone their first sneak peek at the rounds and the costumes that they can be enjoying as part of Fall Guys Season 2.
Neue Maps.
Season 2, you'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new rounds inspired by epic
Bro!
quests from the Middle Ages. Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege ramps in the quest. for
Holy
ultimate
shit.
Game, show, glory.
What? Yo! Jetzt musst du es kaufen, ja, I guess.
We hope you've enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches to development, but if you want to stay up to date, then at Fall Guys Game on Twitter is where you want to be. See you on the start line.
My father has Colorado in the palm of his hand, and he's afraid to close his fist. I am not.
Mary's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. She's already tried once.
Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. The years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there.
Okay. So lange für 1 Minute Feuer gewartet. Ja, schon ein bisschen sad. Aber gut.
Go back to Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone.
I really haven't found any new appreciation for gaming at this time, because my appreciation for gaming before couldn't be higher.
Com certeza, jogos multiplayer preenchen completamente a Conexão social.
Digga, warum haben die es eigentlich nicht einfach auch auf Deutsch gemacht? Ich meine, er macht es ja auch in seiner Landessprache so. Und es wird übersetzt. So.
Com pessoas que estão longe da gente.
You get to travel all over the world in games, which is something I've always taken for granted. At the moment I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and you know, I kind of prefer it to the real Japan just because I've heard that in real life they don't let you run around with katanas.
I appreciate games a lot more than films, music or whatever, and it's just fine for me to have the time to play with friends or even with my family, to have a lot of fun.
I've been mostly at home with small children, and gaming is the only thing that I get to do for myself anymore. I find it's not only an escape, it's also a way to challenge my brain.
Gaming is becoming clearly more important for a lot of people. You know, play is a natural instinct, and from Animal Crossing to The Last of Us Part 2 yes, it's definitely an incredible time now to be a gamer, yes.
Hey everyone, I'm Vince Sampella, head of Respawn Entertainment.
Hey.
When we set out to create Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, we knew we wanted to bring the series back to its roots. The Medal of Honor franchise is known for its powerful and exciting single-player stories that put the player in the boots of a soldier who was there. It's a series that is grounded in history, which tells emotionally authentic stories. Peter Hirschman, who directed the original Medal of Honor in 1999, is back at the helm of this project. You'll hear more from him in just a bit. Peter and I actually worked together on Medal of Honor Allied Assault in 2002, and I'm really happy he's joined us at Respawn to craft a completely new experience in VR. The team is creating a riveting and emotional journey through World War II like you've never seen or played. It weaves in the personal stories of the veterans and survivors of the war through powerful interviews that help set the stage for what players will experience. It's more than just a game. And we could not be more excited to show the world the next look at Medal of Honor Above and Beyond and the game's action-packed story. Let's take a look.
I know this is the first time some of you will see combat. I know you're scared. Let me be clear with all of you. I'm scared too.
Oculus from Facebook, Alter. Dass sie das jetzt auch noch ins Logo mit einnehmen müssen, WTF.
Something big is happening inside Gestapo headquarters, and we don't know what it is.
We're gonna have to improvise here.
Das ist so realistisch versucht. Aber nicht geschafft. Ja. Keiner.
Members of the resistance are perhaps the bravest people fighting in this war. But you really should stop. There is no future in it.
Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant.
Be a wild ride.
Panzerfaust.
We'll get you there. Jet fighters, brace yourselves.
Like I said, boom.
aka World of Tanks und War Thunder.
As people,
True.
I'm willing to sacrifice myself for.
Somehow, this motley crew has been tasked with saving civilization. God help us all.
Ganz wichtig, from Facebook. Imagine dein Bruder ist im World of Tanks eSport. Oh Mann.
Thank you so much, Vince. That looks incredible. And now we're here with Respawn Entertainment's Peter Hirschman, game director on Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, to talk more about their new
Junge.
VR experience.
Einfach Jack Black auf Wish.
Peter, I gotta say, the trailer really grabbed me. Such an incredible story that you're telling to. Tell us a bit about this single-player experience. What can we expect?
Well, Jeff, thank you for having us on the show. I'm representing a whole team back at Respawn that's been working really hard on this, and it's so exciting to premiere the trailer with you. Medal of Honor, going back to its roots, was always about putting the player in the boots of a soldier fighting in World War II. And with VR, we're able to do that in almost a literal way. It's definitely the most immersive experience, most immersive combat experience I've ever been able to work on. And the story follows you as a player being recruited into the Office of Strategic Services, commonly known as the OSS. And their mission was sabotage, espionage, search and rescue, everything in between. You name it, they did it. And they're known by a different set of initials now, the CIA. But during World War II, they sent operatives all over Europe, deep behind enemy lines. And that allows us to tell a story where you get to go to these places and locations and participate in events that really helped shape the outcome of the war.
One of the things I love about the trailer is you can tell there's a lot of interactivity in the environment, emergent gameplay. You got the piano and other things in there. Tell us a bit about how you're using that to tell the story. It seems like it's all kind of through a first-person perspective, but there are some story sequences. How do you tell the story?
Oh, well, we shot over 120 pages
Ja.
of it, which is
Ja,
more
doch,
than
true,
some
eigentlich
feature
schon.
films. We had a huge international cast of phenomenal actors, and it was fantastic. And the story follows a classic three-act structure. Act one is working with the French resistance, getting ready for the invasion. Act two is D-Day itself and the fight to get to Berlin. And then the third act is dealing with the Nazi secret weapon program, which involved things like the 262 jet and the V2 rocket and things that could have really turned the tide of the war if we hadn't stopped them. So you get to go on this journey, this story. And the story is shot all from your perspective. Because it's VR, your head is the camera. We don't have cutscenes, we don't have edits. Everything revolves around your perspective. So you experience this story completely in first person as if you are there. So it creates a much more intimate and emotional connection with the characters and the things going on around you. It was an incredible way to shoot. One of our animators stood in for the player throughout the 3 weeks that we were on stage. And all the actors are always reacting and talking to you directly. And in VR, it's such a powerful thing. It's all about building that emotional connection, and it just makes the experience all the more authentic.
Well, you and Vince, I know this series is really close to your hearts, and when I saw the trailer, I'm like, wow, there's so much there to experience. It looks really rich and detailed, obviously authentic as well. Paying tribute to everyone that was involved in the war. I wanted to ask you also about multiplayer, which is something that Respawn is really known for, and you've got a great single player experience, but I hear you might also be doing MP too?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the thing about VR is that, I've spent we've known each other a long time. You so much of your career trying to map natural human movements to a controller, and just figuring out things like making duck feel good. And one of the hardest ones is leaning. And in VR, how you duck, you just duck. And how you lean in VR, you just lean. And so the ability to lean around a corner, just kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is just it heightens the tension so much. It makes it feel all
Wie
more
sich
real.
versucht
And when you put
rauszureden,
that
dass
into
keinen
a
Multiplayer hat.
experience, it just raises it to a
True
whole nother
bisschen.
level. So we are shipping, in addition to the campaign, we are shipping a full suite of VR modes, including a few that you can only do in VR, and we're really excited about people playing those. After
Hat gerade eine Microsoft Teams Benachrichtigung bekommen? Hat sich gerade ein bisschen nach so einem Notification-Ding angehört.
I'm really excited to put the headset on and try this, and it's coming out later this year, right?
Coming out holiday, so yeah, fasten your seatbelts. We are so excited to bring it to players. We've been working on it a long time. Like you mentioned, it's a passion project for Vince and I and everyone at Respawn. It's a wonderful full circle experience for a lot of us that started our careers working on those original set, going back first one and Allied Assault, and now to be able to bring Above and Beyond to a whole new generation is one of the most exciting things we've been involved with.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. Opening Night Live will be right back. And in the meantime, here's a look at a new game that is launching tonight.
The world was broken, fractured by the magic the Vow Keepers said they would protect us from. Spellstorms still rage across the ruins of the Hollowlands. This is proof, they said. It isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used.
Overwatch 4.
But I am a battle mage. I have.
Wie dieses Game viele Spieler bekommen, weil er einen lieben Eindruck gemacht hat.
I fight to break free.
Ja. Auch wenn er sich oft wiederholt hat. Sehr oft. Der Sound hat sich gerade absolut nach League angehört. Hä? Wie? Wie fucking 3 Monate Discord Nitro. Aha. Tell me more. Alles neue Dings, Razer kann liegen sitzen. Alter, krank.
So many great games in Xbox Game Pass, and many of tonight's games are in it
spielen
as
auf Handy über Internet.
Every year at Gamescom, we like to highlight some incredible games made
Cloud
in Germany.
streaming.
And tonight, we have a special announcement about one of the most legendary German games of all time, created by Factor 5. Enjoy.
Was?
最初タリカンの音楽を聴いた時に曲が素晴らしいだけじゃなくてアミガのサウンドそのものも素晴らしいと思いましたね。日本じゃ本当に聴いたことがなかった音楽でした。
Fortnite Power.
Factor 5 was so far ahead of the curve, and each of their games pushed game technology as far as possible. I'd say they're one of the greatest indie developers of all time.
サウンドはすごいわ、グラフィックは綺麗だわ、ゲームプレイも滑らかで満足いくものだわで本当にすごかった。今回タリカンのコレクションが出るってことをとても嬉しく思っているし、これはまた当時みたいにみんなに見せて歩きたいなと思っています。
This was the first game that allowed me to completely fulfill my musical vision. It defined my career, and the fans have been there ever since. To this day, it's one of my proudest works.
Muss man das kennen? Ja, okay.
In June, Bungie revealed a new era of Destiny 2 that starts on November 10th with Beyond Light. For the first time ever, Guardians will add a new elemental power to their arsenal, the dark power of Stasis. With Stasis, players will take on the powers of darkness to control and dominate the battle. Here's an all-new look at Stasis from Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
The floodgates are open. The darkness is here. As you step away from the light, we need only look inward. Focus your power. Let it grow. Our fight is far from over.
Sieht an sich halt nice aus, aber das Ding ist, bei Destiny ist es wahrscheinlich eigentlich genauso wie bei WoW, da musst du halt drin sein, um es geil zu finden. Also ich nehme das jetzt halt zur Kenntnis so, aber ja. Das Ding ist, ich habe sogar Destiny 2 mir mal geholt irgendwann. Aber bisher nicht gespielt. Oder Disney Free war dann aber nicht mehr Battle.net Launcher.
I have one more award to give out tonight, and that is Best Sony PlayStation Game. So, without further ado, the winner is Cyberpunk 2077. Congratulations. Of course, there are even more awards than the ones I announced tonight. So check out the Gamescom Awards user voting, where you can vote for your favorite streamer, Gamescom's Most Wanted, and Best of Gamescom. The winners will be revealed at Gamescom Best of Show, along with cool cosplayers, esports, and more. So tune in on Sunday, August 30th at 8 p.m. Central European Time to see the grand finale of this year's Gamescom, where we give gamers the stage. That's it for me tonight, but before I turn it back to Jeff, I just want to say that I hope everyone out there is staying safe and healthy. We're all in this together, so take care. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Sydney, and it's great to have you on the show again this year. All right, well, a lot of people have been wondering, what will the next generation of gaming feel like? How will it be different? What is that generational difference? Well, back in June, we saw the announcement of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart from Insomniac Games, a title which uses the power of PlayStation 5, the SSD hard drive, and the DualSense controller to create an experience that Insomniac says is only possible on brand new hardware. Well, now it's time for you to decide if you see the difference. Here's an extended, uninterrupted demo of live PlayStation 5 gameplay of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Enjoy.
Coho, ja moin.
We're back. And not far from where we last saw him. We may still have time to put a stop to this.
Hey, I think I found the wombat!
Oh dear. Let's show him how it's done. All right, bringing out the big guns. Feels good to be back in action. Last one.
Bro.
The train's pulling away. Let's go.
I've been looking everywhere.
Put down the Dimensionator, Nefarious.
Put down the Dimensionator. Yeah, right. Today I will finally be free of the both of you. Soon, everything you see will be mine. Say goodbye. What did you
Perfekt. Spiel, Story fertig damit.
Was that supposed to happen? Hitting Nefarious's device seems to have destabilized reality. The bridge is shot. There has to be another way across. The rifts appeared to react to your device. Try pointing it at one of them.
What?
That was rather exciting.
Games before trade.
Wait, Robo!
Moin, Lukas.
This is worse than I had imagined.
Everyone look! It's Ratchet and Clank!
Sand sharks from above.
My heroes!
I knew you'd come.
Might as well.
Was that a kraken? Or at least a very large octopus.
What the fuck?
I will never get used to that.
Hey, at least we're on the same planet this time. Nefarious is on the other side of that building. Let's get moving before he does anything else to break reality.
Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these? Just to try and take over the universe again?
Yeah, I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
He must have more planned than he is telling us.
That's what I'm afraid of. Can't wait to see what's new. More butts? That's all of them. We have to get the Dimensionator away from Nefarious.
The dimensions are weakening considerably.
Das Ding ist, irgendwie zieht sich's gerade ein bisschen. Also ja, es ist cool auf eine Art, aber das Gameplay zieht sich gerade ein bisschen. Irgendwie.
Well, it is certainly not good. Great. Where are we?
Beats me.
We've been boarded! Get off me, you foul creature!
Clank!
Eigentlich hätten sie da jetzt gerade einen Cut machen können.
We are too late. Ratchet.
Ja, obwohl da
Who?
geht's auch. Ja, okay, gut, das ist auch ein guter Cut. Ich dachte jetzt halt, da wo er jetzt dann der Clank, glaube ich, ist es ja, hat wegfliegt, dass man da dann im Prinzip so einen Cliffhanger macht und dann halt so, oh mein Gott, was passiert mit ihm? Wenn ihr mehr wissen wollt, kauft das Spiel. Aber so ist auch okay.
Smith and Mike Daly from Insomniac Games. Guys, it was so great to see that long, uninterrupted demo of Rift Apart, and I have so many questions. It's amazing to see what you're doing with the power of PS5 and the SSD. Let me ask you first, Marcus, what are you able to do with Rift Apart that you haven't been able to do before in a Ratchet game because of the power of PS5?
I mean, first and foremost, it's just pure horsepower enables us to fill our worlds with the kind of density and life that we've never been able to do before. More importantly, perhaps, though, is the dimensional shifting that we have going on, which uses the SSD that allows us to fling the player from planet to planet to planet, lightning fast, like in way faster than anything we've ever been able to do before.
Yeah, the Rift tether, we saw that in the demo. We had seen some of that in the trailer. So that's all actual gameplay. Mike, I'm curious, like how does that work as you kind of play through the game? Are there certain moments and levels where you can jump, or how do you play through that?
Yeah, so in the game, there is dimensional damage spread throughout the galaxy that Ratchet and Clank have to find a way to fix. And you can find these weak points in space-time that you can pull to you with your Rift tether. It's like being able to lasso a portal. And that enables you to basically like warp across the world to find new places to discover or gain a tactical advantage in combat.
Wow, yeah, I got to say, like when you see that and you imagine the jumping from multiple worlds at instantaneously almost, and it sounds like there's no load screens throughout the entire game.
I'm gonna.
That's right. We're going seamless.
That's right. Yep.
Wow. All right. You bite. So confident, both of you say it. I like it. Now, let me ask you about DualSense. That's something that is a big part of PS5. I've had a chance to go hands-on with the controller, with the adaptive triggers and the haptics. How are you using that to sort of impact the gameplay of Rift Apart?
So at the heart of every Ratchet and Clank game is a powerful arsenal of weapons that just exude a ton of personality. And the DualSense is sort of like, it feels like it was made for Ratchet and Clank just because the haptics give us a whole new layer for the weapons to express themselves. So for example, your burst pistol, of course it gives you like a satisfying kick with every bullet. But when you throw the shatter bomb, you can actually feel the energy pulsing off the grenade fade away as it gets further apart from you. Basically, the haptics are expressive enough that every weapon feels different and you can tell what you're holding. But of course, the adaptive trigger takes that to a functional level.
Ich meine, die Leute, die sich halt für das Game interessieren, für die ist halt gerade bestimmt schon in gewisser Weise interessant, so, aber ja.
So, for example, in the demo, we've got the Enforcer, which is a double-barreled shotgun. You can pull the trigger part of the way down until you hit resistance to fire a single barrel. And then whenever you feel like it's the right time, pull it the rest of the way for a double shot. So you might be swarmed by a bunch of little enemies. You only want to waste one shot on them. And then wait a minute for even more to swarm in before finishing them off. But a big guy, you probably want to just give both barrels to right away. So there's a nice intuitive way of basically raising the skill ceiling and giving you more ways to play better.
Wow. No, I'm excited to see how you guys are going to roll that out across what I'm sure are an insane, group of weapons as always. Plot-wise, Marcus, tell us a bit about this game. I think some fans have wondered, does this tie into the movie plot line, the game plot line? Like, how it would tell us in the Ratchet verse where this sits.
Yeah. Well, canonically, this is an extension of Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, 2013
Das war bis jetzt das Beste.
But it's a standalone adventure, so it's one that even if you've never played a Ratchet and Clank game, you can get into it and you'll understand it and you'll enjoy it.
Unknown
For
9.
hardcore fans, we have a lot of nods. You're gonna see a lot of returning characters and planets and see them all through a whole new light of multiple dimensionality.
Yeah, no, this Rift tether thing I think looks really exciting. And how often, is that something we saw in the demo? Is that something you're going to see frequently in the game? Are there special moments? I guess I'm curious how often you use that technique for gameplay.
So the Rift tether has created these anomalies all throughout the galaxy. You'll encounter those pretty often. There's even a few more types of dimensional damage you'll encounter that we haven't shown yet. Now, being pulled between worlds, that's localized to chasing after Dr. Nefarious in the demo. And that's sort of reserved for special moments when you really have to, when the dimensional damage really tears wide open.
Well, I got to say, it looks incredible. And then at the end, we got another tease of this female Lombax. I know you guys have confirmed she is playable in parts of the game. I think everyone wants to know, though, do we have a name for her?
I mean, the world is more interesting with mysteries, and we're going to have to keep this one a little longer.
Do we get a number of letters in her name or anything?
Too many smart people on the internet. They'll figure it out right away.
She's not named Abby, though, right? All right, well, we'll have to wait and see what you guys have in store for us. I got to say, I mean, it looks incredible. The Ratchet games are always so much fun, and as you said, when you think of the power of SSD and the DualSense all coming together, it looks really exciting. Before we go, though, I think everyone around the world wants to know when we're going to get to play this game. Anything you can share with us on where you're at in development right now?
Mike?
Mike?
So Ratchet & Clank is coming out in the PS5 launch window. So we haven't announced a specific release date yet, so stay tuned for that.
What kind of window? Is it big windows? No, I'm just kidding. All right, that's all we're going to get, I'm sure. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart coming in the launch window for PlayStation 5. I got to say, Insomniac, we're so excited about what you guys are doing across PlayStation, and the game looks incredible. So thank you so much for all you've done, and we look forward to seeing more of Rift Apart soon.
Thanks, Jeff. Take care.
All right, Marcus and Mike from Insomniac, thanks for showing us that first look at Ratchet & Clank for PlayStation 5. And that's going to do it for Opening Night Live. Thank you so much for watching from around the world, and make sure to stay tuned all weekend for more live Gamescom coverage at gamescom.global. As for us, we'll see you later this year for the Game Awards 2020. Our team is hard at work to build a very special live show for you coming in December. We'll see you then. Good night.
All right. Damit haben wir's. Was jetzt? Jetzt off. So ein Ding. Ja, Bro, ich kann halt nicht lange machen. Und außerdem lohnt es sich jetzt nicht noch in irgendein Game reinzugehen. Dementsprechend ziehe ich jetzt durch. Weil ich halt morgen arbeite. Schade. Gut, aber wo ich gerade Twitch offen habe, können wir mal gucken, ob es jemanden zum Raiden gibt. Ah ja. Ich weiß, wenn wir raiden könnten. Da sehe ich doch jemanden. Alright. Ja, komm, Jungs, nervt nicht. Okay. Das war's für den Stream heute. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen, fürs Reinschauen. Wenn ihr neu seid, lasst natürlich gerne einen Follow da, um eine Benachrichtigung zu erhalten, wann dieser Stream online kommt. Schaut gerne bei YouTube vorbei. Twitter, Instagram, Twitch Prime ist gratis. Und ja, wir gehen jetzt alle mal eben rüber zu dem schade Butterbombe, zu dem berühmten Streamer, der gerade nicht da ist. Irgendwie. Ich warte noch kurz, bis er wieder da ist. Also, ich gucke gerade halt in die Facecam, bis er wieder da ist. Ich will's noch nicht spoilern, wer es ist. Mal ganz kurz Ton an. Aber sonst an der Stelle nutze ich die Gelegenheit. Wenn ihr mich nochmal kurz auf Ehrenbruderbasis unterstützen wollt, dann mache ich jetzt noch eben schnell eine 30 Sekunden Werbung. Bleibt einfach dran, danach gehen wir in einen kurzen Raid. Top. Mensch. Jetzt gibt's glatt 10 Minuten keine Werbung mehr vor dem Stream. Ey, Junge, kann er jetzt mal wiederkommen? Es hat unsatisfying jetzt zu raiden, wenn er nicht da ist. Kann man noch Musik anmachen. Red Markus. Naja, ich habe schon eine Idee, wen ich rede. Und bei euch so? Monster Mito. Auch wieder einen entspannten Tag. Hierhin. Ah ja, er ist wieder da. Top. Okay, Jungs, wir gehen rüber. Lasst ein paar Grüße da. Ey, Jungs, wir sehen uns Samstag. 20 Uhr. Circa. Gibt's dann nächsten Stream. Und ja. Dementsprechend noch einen Butterbombe, danke für den Follow, by the way. Noch einen schönen Abend. Einen schönen Freitag. Und ja, viel Spaß für Happy.